I don't know if you know this. In all those good and bad decisions Raila has made, Orengo has been part and parcel, because their political journey dates back to many years when Kenya was in the struggle to redeem itself after independence. Before we get to the speech of James Orengo today, I want you to take a look at these photos. As you take a closer look at these photos, you'd realize that James Orengo and Raila have been close buddies. They've been in this struggle together way back when they were young thugs. Look at this photo. James Orengo here and Raila look so young here. Historically, even at some point, the two were engaged in a supremacy battle, considering that both come from Nyanza and Siaya. So in this case, Raila wanted one center of power. On the other side, also, Orengo wanted also to create his own center of power. And because of that, definitely they had to differ. But eventually, these two work together as sons of Siaya and Luo Nyanza. But today, James Orengo lays Raila to rest with one powerful, nostalgic address that you shouldn't miss. Just listen to it to the end.
To maintain Your Excellency Raila Odinga, to Rosemary Jr. and Winnie, to Dr. Oburu Oginga, and Your Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, President Uhuru, President Obasanjo, and all mourners who have joined us on this great day. President Ruto, let me put it on record. Let me put it on record that many years ago in Bondo, in Nyamira, when we had requested the government of the day to give Jaramogi Oginga Odinga a state funeral, the government of the day refused to give Jaramogi a state funeral. All they did was to offer us one helicopter. And we all said, if that is all you are going to give Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, we say no. And we'll take Jaramogi to his final resting place in Bondo. So I do not want to take it for granted that you've given Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga a state funeral. I do not want to take that for granted. Indeed, this is the first proper state funeral with military colors, with the participation of the military in the whole of Nyanza region. We have lost so many sons in Nyanza. We lost Mboya, we lost Agwingi, we lost Ouko, but this is the first time we have seen a state funeral, and I want to thank you for this. I'll go on record as thanking you. Now, I want to say something about Raila. Because without saying the qualities of Raila, who really Raila was, then it will be impossible to keep his legacy. What did Raila really stand for? Why did many politicians come over these years and fall on the wayside? And Raila was always there fighting for us. Raila was a fighter for justice and democracy all his life. And sometimes I'm taken aback by some people who enjoy the rights Raila has fought for, including political parties. There are those who now lead political parties and abuse Raila Amolo Odinga without knowing that without Raila Amolo Odinga, you would not be leading those parties that you are leading today. They don't know. And I say, woe unto you. I say, woe unto you. There are those who forget the legacy of Raila Odinga. We have the Constitution of Kenya 2010. And people are here, and I like what Simbarati was trying to say, that there are people here today. When Raila was fighting for this constitution, they said no to that constitution. I want to remind you that without Raila Odinga, we will not be having this constitution. So Raila was courageous. He was a brave man.
In the next part of Orengo's address that I will be playing in this video, he reveals more details about 2017 election when President Uhuru was seeking re-election. Let me say this, at some point we do ignore what other people did for this country. Sometimes we tend to ignore what these people stood for, what these people fought for, because we think that what we have today, or the rights and freedoms we enjoy today, people did not fight for them. For sure, people fought for them. For someone like Raila Odinga, to be honest, he has fought for this country. He has fought for the rights and freedoms you enjoy today. Now listen to this last part of Orengo's address. It is so powerful.
I remember after the elections in 2017, when his votes were stolen. And we must continue to say that. When his votes were stolen. Raila decided with a few of us that he was going to be sworn as a people's president at Uhuru Park. You know, that day is when I knew there are many people who wear trousers, but they should not be wearing those trousers. But Raila said, we are going to Uhuru Park and I'll be sworn as the people's president. Did Raila go or he did not go? Did Raila go Uhuru Park or he did not go? I remember many times when Raila has been tear gassed and was nearly killed. Therefore, before you open your mouth to talk against Raila, remember what he has fought for and what he has stood for.
Interestingly and shockingly, Orengo mentioned when Raila's votes were stolen twice. That was repetitive, but he was sending a message that truly in 2017, Raila's votes were stolen, and that means he was denied the presidency in 2017. And you know what? He said that before President Uhuru, and Ruto was Uhuru's deputy. That must have been embarrassing to President Uhuru, but again, you know, President Uhuru and Raila, you know, close ranks and worked together until 2022 when President Uhuru supported Raila's election, even though he lost it to President Ruto. What do you think about this address by Orengo? Rest in eternal peace, Jacob.